Hey guys, Bing here. Today we're going to try this one. So actually let me just click into this project. Okay, so yeah, so the frame is quite simple, right? So, and these, what do we call these, like a feather shape panels. So yeah, be placed onto this this structure, and then it can be, oh, actually let me just I'll just do it very quick. So basically these are the structure, right? So it can be, you know, different shape as long as they are fixed onto the ground, and that's it, right? So it's quite simple. And then they so imagine that for example we have two, right? So something like this, and then just place another one right next to it, and then between them, so we have this thing, and it, so see, probably it's a little bit hard to see in this image. So that's a horizontal element, so fixed onto the structure. So if we look from the top, so these are two you know, frame on both sides, right? So on each side, and then there's a horizontal member, and then from that the member here, so connect, so connect onto this feather shape thing. And then of course it can be, you know, it can rotate a little bit from that point. So so we're going to do this. Okay, so I think the easiest way, yeah, if we don't need to, you know, change the size or make it's very complicated, like it can be fully parametric, so we can probably just do it as any, you know, even model in place. But I think it can be quite simple, quite easy to do it using adaptive family. Okay, so the idea is, so let me just remove all this. So we just need to see that we will have 2 points, adaptive points, right? So one, so that's point 1. Oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we will have adaptive point 1 and point 2. Oh, what is this? Adaptive point 2. Okay, so we connect them, right? And then place a point here, and we use this point as, you know, as a base, right? So this is the world plan of this point, and we're going to place 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, okay, on the world plan of this point, and we're going to connect them, and from each of these 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, we're going to place another 1 point here, 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 1 point here. So, and then we eventually we will connect all these three. Ooh, sorry, what is happening? Connect these 3, and then somehow we just need to connect this. So, and then yeah, and then for these between all these, so it looks like they are kind of rope, sorry. Yeah, we can just maybe just do a, you know, or adaptive family, just connect between all these two reference line. We can use a divided path and to create a node, so we can place adaptive family onto them. So let's do it. Okay, so yeah, all good. So this is adaptive family, right? So we can just place 2 points. Okay, so these are the 2 adaptive points. Make them adaptive, create a spline through points. Okay, and then make this reference line. And then place a point you draw on face, place onto the midpoint of this reference line. And then, so to make it easier, I'll just turn on the show reference plane, so we can see this is the reference plane, the work plane. We're going to place 3 adaptive points. Okay, so now we place a point you draw on work plane and set work plane onto this work plane, and then we're going to roughly place here. I'm not sure yet, so maybe I'll just place here. I'll see how, what's the distance roughly, right? So I'll just maybe copy this one, 3 meters roughly. I think that's about that's about right. So now we have this point here, right? So I'm going to copy this one to this side, so roughly here again. So just make sure this one, when you copy this one, it's still on this work plane. So to check, we can do this. So we can just rotate this point a little bit. So we can see both points rotate from this point, right? So now we can just we can copy this down. So another point here. So now we have roughly move it up a little bit maybe, and maybe move this down. So you can always adjust this point. So as long as you're adjusting this point, on this plane, so which means you can adjust this direction and this direction, but probably not this direction. Okay, so now we have 3, 1, 2, 3. So control select, we can use a spline through point. So you can see this is a shape, so you can still adjust the shape, right? So okay, so now we select this one and make it reference line. So now hang on, do we need to make it reference line? Yeah, we need. So because we are going to use divided paths later. Okay, so now place a point. So this time we're going to still use draw on work plans, but we're going to use the work plane of this point. So let's just have a look. So just try to rotate your view. So yeah, it's a little bit so I'll show you. So it's a little bit tricky here, because when you move onto this point, so the first one is perpendicular with this reference line, you can see here. So if I tab once, so now it's a horizontal work plane. So tab again, now it's a vertical work plane, and tab again. So now this is the work plane. So if I rotate, you will see this is a work plane we want to place points on, because it's just like a vertical work plane, so we can offset to both sides, like horizontal offset, right? So let's do it again. A point, draw on work plane, set work plane. So tab, tab, tab. Okay, so and then click, and then place the point. So you should see this warning. Okay, so click OK, escape, select this point. So you can see this one direction. So this is the direction of this offset. Okay, so now let's maybe I'll just type in a number. So if you want to, you can create a parameter. So eventually you can control the size, the width of this family. But for now, just put in 200 for it. And then we're going to do the same, right? Tab, 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 and click again. So now this time we want this one to move to the in the opposite direction, so it'll be negative. So I'll just type negative 200. So we can do the same again. So just tab, 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 and place the point, click OK, escape, select it, and move it. So let's use 200 again, and another one, tab, 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 and place it, and OK, select it, and the negative direction. So it would be 200, negative 200. So we need another 2 here as well. So tab, 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 and place, OK, select the point, typing 200, and then another one. So tab, 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 and click OK, and then negative 200. So let's quickly create a parameter. So in case we wanted to adjust the width of this family, so select all these three because they are all positive, right? Currently 200. So click on this little box. We can create. We can call it what do we call it? Half width. Half width. It's positive, so I just use half width, and maybe just instance parameter for this one. And then select the other three. So 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so click on this one, and this one be a half width negative. So instance, okay. So go to family types. So we half width negative equals negative half width. Okay, so which means when you adjust this, it will also adjust the other side, right? So it will always it's always centered. Okay, so now we have these points. So actually you might want to, so because they are all exact same, so offset 200, so you can also just adjust this a little bit. So for example, instead of 200, I'll just make it 200 times 1.5, for example. Right, so let's quickly do it. So I just call it half width 2, for example. Okay, instance, okay, and this one will be half width 2 negative. Okay, instance. Okay, so then we just go there. So half width 2 equals half width maybe times 1.5, for example. Okay, and then half width 2 negative equals negative half width 2, right? So that's all good. And then we can just connect these points. So select all these three, create a spline through point. Let's make it reference line for now, and another one. Okay, and here, so if we connect this one, this is quite because we just we only just offset, so that's one direction. So it's you will have more like a perpendicular line, like if we connect these two, right? So if we wanted to create something different, so for example, you can just also move. So for example, I'll just move it in this direction, the horizontal direction, by 200, for example, and I'll just also move this one in that direction by 200. So now we can actually create something different. So we can connect all these 2 points, so we can see, make them all reference line. So we can create something like this. And again, so if we still need to rotate, you can all these points will rotate accordingly, right? So okay, so the next step is so you can see there's all these, so like rope, right? Like a string or connect. So it's probably not a good idea so for us to model them because it can be very heavy, right? So it's better to probably just create some shape. Here I'll just use this one. Here maybe use this one and this one. Tab, select this, and also control select this to create a form from this. So you probably just only need a surface for this, right? Yeah, so now we have 2, and then I think this for a more schematic model, so a surface should be good enough, right? So, and again, you can always use, you can divide a surface, like you can just do, or maybe just turn off one grid, so and then increase the number on the other grid, so like 200, that's a maximum, 199, so that's a maximum we can get. Okay, so this is one option. So another option is, let me just actually delete this one. So I'll show you the other option on this side. So the other option is you can select this one. So divided path. Okay, so for example, I'll just put in 100 there. So, and then also I'll select the middle reference line to divided path and just type in like 100 again. So you can also use these nodes and then use adaptive family. Okay, so you onto and then use repeat. You can it also works if you use adaptive family onto the divided surface, but you need to go to here, surface representation, and turn on the nodes. So you also have all these nodes, so you can place. Okay. So now let's still these are visible here in massing, but once you load into a project in the model, so you won't see them. Okay, so even you can see that they are just like a reference line. They are actually invisible. So you can, yeah, it's visible on screen, but yeah, it's actually not model. So what we can do now here is we can create a adaptive family. Okay, so let's just do another adaptive family with 2 points. Let's make them adaptive. Create a spline through point, and don't change this one to a reference line. So we need it to be visible. So we're going to use model line, and also we're not going to create like a sweep or anything solid, because it will. Yeah, for this exercise, it's just to indicate we can do that, right? So I'm just going to use model line for this one. So load this one in here, and then we just need to. So let me just actually just HH the divided surface. So let me first show you. So these are the divided path we created from the reference line. So we can do this. So place it. Just make sure you so for example here, or actually you can just double check. So turn on the node number. So we see here. See? So you can tick this box, so when you select it, it shows the number. So just make sure you connect the number connect the nodes with the same number. So for example, if you connect the second one, you need to connect to this one. So component 1, 2, and select this one and click on repeat. So this will repeat this adaptive family along this divided surface. Oh, sorry, divided path. Okay, so this is one of the option. So another one is let's type HR to bring back the divided surface. So of course you need to go here to turn on the nodes. Now we have the nodes, we can select it, top HI, so we can just hide everything else, just isolate this divided surface. So now we can do the same. So basically, because it's easier, because already there's a line between, you can just connect this, and then you can just do repeat. Okay, so it will be exactly the same. So you can see this. If you turn on, you can turn off the grid line. So let's just type VV, go to massing, grid lines. So you can see you can turn off the grid line of the divided surface. So these are only the adaptive family we have with the repeater. Okay, so if you click on this one, it will remove the repeater, and then they become individual adaptive family. Okay, so now let's bring back everything just there. So you can see a little bit different. This is because I used 199 for this one and used 100 for this one. So if we use if we select these both divided path and go to number type in 199, so it will match the other side. But of course this will make it quite heavy again. Yeah, it looks like how Revit divide is yes, slightly different, but yeah, if you use the same method, it will match. Okay, so this is that shape, and then of course, so it looks like currently it's quite flat. You can also move this point down, like to make, or up to make it to create a more specific shape. So let's try this. So I select all these points, and maybe just go to click on the left view. I'm going to just move MV, move them all up by maybe 50. Okay, and then let's wait for a few seconds, and it will update the shape. So it looks like 50 is probably not much. Maybe I'll just move it up another 100. Okay, so now you can see the shape become, yeah, it's different, right? So okay, so this is how we can do this. And of course, when we move, like if we move this point, it will automatically adjust the location of this. So we can just move it in different directions. So it will also rotate. Yeah, so it will also it will be perpendicular. So with this reference line, right? So, and also again, so if we need to change the angle, yeah, that's it. So now let's create a parameter for this angle so we can adjust this. And I think this is and also you can add so for some kind of structure thing, so you need to have support. You can also like you can hide all these. So for example, I don't want to use this divided path because there are too many. Or actually, maybe let's reduce this number a little bit, because just I know how slow it can become if we have too many of this adaptive family, right? So I'll change this one to 100 as well, and also we need to change this one to 100. So I think, yeah, all good. So now that's better. And then we can just HH the divided path. We still have the reference line. Yeah, where's my reference line? Control Z. So, yeah, that's it. So tab. So that's the reference line. Tab again. That's the divided. That's the divided surface. HH. And also we have another divided path here, so HH. So for those structure, we can, for example, we can create another one. So like I'll tab select this one, create a divided path. So this time I'm probably just use 6 number. So another one here, and divided path also use 6. And then we can just we already have this adaptive family, right? So we can connect here to here, for example. So we have a structure member to connect this this thing to this point, to this horizontal member, right? So we can just click on repeat. It will automatically connect this point with all these nodes along this reference divided path, which means there will be 6. So, and of course you can change it to like 8 of them, so it will automatically add 2 more. So the same, so we can just create another one, place this on this point, click on this nodes, and then select it, repeat. So that's how we can do it. And also if you want to add maybe I'll just change this one to 8 as well, so it will match the other side. And then also you can also add more, like I want one from here to here, and then you can just click on it, repeat. It's all it will create a 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So yep, so this is it. I'm not going to model the actual create all those sweeps, because this is just to indicate so how we can create this thing. So and now we can load this one into a project. Okay, so let's close this one. We don't need this anymore. We're going to create a project and just place some, like a support. So they can be very simple, right? So you can just do some extrusion from that. I don't think you need to do some structure members or anything, because the shape of them are quite it's not like oh sorry, too much. Hang on, let's just go back. So maybe just it's basically just some extrusions, so we can do that. So let's do extrusion. Okay, we need to go to elevation. Before that we need a reference plane. So let's just draw a reference plane, RP, and then we're going to model some modeling place. Okay, so I'll use maybe just generic model. And I'll do an extrusion. So I'll set world plane first, pick a plane, pick this reference plane. So and then we go to either south or north view, right? So and then I'll just do some extrusion. So very simple one. So I guess maybe something like this, right? I'll just offset by maybe 200, okay? And or even just make it slightly, yeah, that shape, trim, and yeah, just maybe just something like this. Just, oh, hang on, what's going on here? Just trim. Okay, so now we have this. Maybe I'll just do it 50, okay, tips. So now we'll have one, and maybe we can just, you know, mirror this. So we have another one, and maybe we can just, you know, copy this up. We have another one. Maybe we copy this one to the left. So we have another one. And then we just play this a little bit. So maybe this need to come down a little bit, go from here, this need to go up, this need to come down up. So now we have something there, right? So this go up. You know, right? You can't really say, but yeah, so basically that's it. And then you might say, oh, it's overlapping, but that's fine. We can always like offset to, maybe this one needs to be here, maybe this one just need to, you know, edit work plan. So we can pick hang on, what's going on? We can pick here, right? So it's, you know, offset, right? Do the same, edit work plan, so we can make it offset. So now they're not overlapping anymore. And then we can just create something to connect them. And once we've done all these, we can go to floor plan. We can finish this model. Maybe go to side plan so we can see the whole thing. So we can array, but just be careful because we create all these extrusion on this reference plane. So which means when we do array, oh, actually it works. No, it doesn't. It means it's better to select everything here. So together with this reference plane. Okay, so select everything AR. So maybe every 500, for example, or maybe a little bit more, 600. Okay, so and then I'll just make maybe 10. So now we have this, right? So 10 of this, and then what's next? You might just need to add some horizontal member. Not because we need them, because yeah, we do need them. Because we need to place those adaptive family. We need to have something in the model so we can easily pick, because currently there's nothing, right? So what I'm going to do is maybe just go to south elevation. So for example, I'll just do another extrusion model in place. Okay, so generic model, and I'll just set work plan. So and onto this member, and then maybe I'll just do something. Maybe even just extrusion. So maybe just do a circle. I'll use S2 to snap the center point of these two points. Try to, yeah, that's it. And then maybe just do something like that looks about right. Finish. Go to 3D view. So now we have where is it? Here. So I'll just drag this all the way to the other side. Okay. So and the reason why I'm doing this is because this is a generic model. With a generic model, we can actually join them. So let's join geometry. Click on this one and click on this one. So we still have the group. So that's fine. So maybe I'll just select all the group as A on group. So let's now use join geometry. Pick this one, this one, this one, this one. So now you can see if I hide this one, HH, we have some holes there, right? So yeah, this is how we can quickly punch some hole on this model in place. Okay, so I'll just quickly do some more. Okay, so that's it. Now what we can do is HH. I'll just temporarily hide that member, and I'll go back to this adaptive family. I'll load this one into the project, and I'm going to use draw on face. Okay, so place on face, sorry. So we need to go to 3D view first, because we're going to place in this 3D view. 3D view first. Yeah, okay, sorry, I'm already here. Yeah, so use place on face, and then move try to rotate your view so you can see this face, right? And so now move your cursor here. So now you can see this face is being highlighted. So you can see the blue color around this face, including this circle and also the boundary of this. Now we have this highlighted, right? So this surface highlighted. We type SC because we want to snap the center point of this circle. So you can see if we move the cursor to here, so with the after we type SC, we can easily pick the center point of this circle. So let's click once. Now rotate. Oh, looks like it's being placed onto this. It's not working properly. This can be a little bit tricky. So anyway, so let's just place it for now because we need to probably find trying to fix that. Oh yeah, it's a bit slow because Revit trying to create the adaptive family in place. So again, so you can see this is the surface we're going to place. We type SC and move the cursor onto this. So place it, click it. Now we can just press escape because we are not going to place another one. So now you can see this family is being placed and it looks like it's not placed properly. This is because, so you can see this first point is being placed onto this point, actually it's not in the center. So I think we need to fix this. Oh, actually what we can do is we can type HR. So actually we can just, we can just adjust this size. So as long as we have this size to be minimum, so for example 1, right? And then it will become more, yeah, it looks like it's still, oh, let me just finish model. Still in the same location, see? But maybe we can just select this point and pick new holes and try to pick that point. I think it's close to the center point of that circle. So yeah, I think we can. I think there's a way of doing this. For example, we can just place a solid, circle there instead of trying to use the void. Because we can't really place onto the center point of the void, but if we place something solid, we should be able to do it. Okay, so this is this place. Looks like the size is too big, so that's fine because we have this size, right? So if we change to 150, it might fit, and also we can try to rotate it until. Yeah, I think that's about right. So, and then rotate. So maybe try different angle. So 150. No, 250. Yeah, I'm not sure what angle it need to be. But yeah, I think that's probably right. So let's just use this one. And what's next? Okay, so we probably don't want to see all these nodes, so you can either go back to the family to turn off the nodes. So same, you can do go to the hang on, where should I go? Yeah, actually it's easier just to do it in the project. So you can just go like in this view, right? So we don't want to see these nodes. Type VV, go to M, mask, tick this mask, and untick the nodes. Okay, so this will hide all the nodes. So it looks like we're missing some members, for example this line, so the line in the middle and this line. So this is because we only have a reference line here. So we are not going to change them to model line because this we will lose the divided path created from the reference line. So very simple, we just create another one. So using the same point. So for example 1, 2, 3, create a spiral point. So another one, another. Make sure you pick the right. Is that the right point? Yeah, I'm not sure. Adaptive. It's not. It's the adaptive point inside of the adaptive family. So probably we need to do it this way. Yeah. So 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so create another spline through point. So we make sure it's a model line instead of a reference line. So 1 and 2. Tab. Maybe do it this way. Control select and Control select. So another one. So now load this one back in, overwrite, and go to 3D view. Yeah, so it's a little bit slow. Okay, so go to 3D view. So now we have some structure members. So you can see all these model lines. Okay, and so once you're quite happy with this one, so I think we can just probably just do a array. So let's try AR here to here, maybe 10, type 10, and finish this array. And that's it. Okay, so now we can select all SA, ungroup them, and we can adjust the angle. So for example, I'll just type to maybe 60 for this one, and right. So you don't need to type for each one. So you can use MA. So for example, I want to change this one to 250, and this one to be 230, for example. And then you can just use MA and to match maybe this one and this one. So you can have some different angles, right? So maybe it's 230, 40, 45 maybe. So you can no. Maybe 235. Yeah, so and again, so you can also place. So now we have one here. You can also place it. So for example, up here, right? It will be exactly the same. You just need to. You can directly, roughly. I mean, you don't need to have punch a hole or anything. You can even CS create similar. Roughly, let's just guess. Right, so place on, so it will be placed on face. So we're going to just click on, so roughly here. So I guess it's about here. So I'll just click once, and you just need to go rotate this view, and yeah, just be careful because Revit try to create that family in place to so wherever you place this point now, but we just need to pick that point. So I think it's here, right? So it's should probably here. So I just click on here, click once, okay, and then just once it's finished, and press escape to finish this. So and you should be able to hang on, what's going on? Escape, yeah, okay. Oh, hang on, what's going on? Looks like we placed onto the wrong side. So not the wrong side, but it's too high. So it should be, see here we have it here. Yeah, so we should place, and that's fine. You don't need to do it again. So you just need to see here, you can pick that point. And because we placed on this surface, you can drag this point down. You don't need to even pick new host. You can just drag this down. So because it's on the same surface, right? You can drag it down here, roughly here, and Revit will try to calculate all. Is that right? Yeah, it looks like it will. Yeah. Probably it's not a good idea, I think. So because you can say it's very hard to place them, almost at the same height. So I think we should probably have something there. So actually, let me just quickly try another way. Okay. So this time, instead of create just one, void or very long one, so I'm going to just model in place a generic model. Right. So for example, I'll just do pick a work plan. So I'll pick this one, okay, and create a extrusion. So maybe I'll just use that circle. So for example here, so this is it, and I'll just make it very small, like 10 mil, and that's it, okay. And then I'll just control C, okay, and then paste align to same place, and still with this one selected, edit work plan, pick plan, okay, pick this surface. So to make sure we have, actually, sorry, this needs to go up. Yeah, that's fine. We can always select both of them, click on the side of this cube, maybe type WF so we can see it. So now we can just move it SC. So maybe I'll just use S2 to pick this one, and roughly, yeah, that's enough. Okay, so now we have this. So and let's type SD, come back, we can finish this one. So now we have some face we can place, and also it's a solid face. So let's select this one, CS, create similar, and we're going to still use the place on surface. So it's by default, right? So and then we can just zoom in, see here. So this is the surface we're going to place this point, and type SC again. So this time it will be placed in the middle. Okay, so because we have a surface, actual surface, not like before we only have a void. And zoom out. No, yeah, we need to rotate the view so we can see the other one. And apparently my computer is very slow, and it tried very hard to calculate where my second point is and try to create this family, so at that point, so which is actually not very clever. So yeah, actually I think if you have this issue, or you try to place a family which is quite heavy, you can make this family very simple first. Like instead of having 100 nodes, you can only have 10. So when you place, it can be very easier, relatively easier to place. And once you place all these adaptive family, you can go back to the family and edit it, increase the number, and load it back. So I think that's a better way of doing this. Okay, so now we're here. We type SC and move the cursor to the edge of this circle, and it will automatically snap the center point of this circle, right? And click. So once click, we just need to wait until we finish this calculation, and then we can just press escape to finish this command. And try not to press too early, because Revit will ask you, or do you want to cancel that? Of course, apparently we don't want to cancel that. We want Revit to calculate. So yeah, it's much better. So you can see it's perfectly, perpendicular with this. Perpendicular with the direction between the member between these frames. So now again we can adjust. Looks like the angle is quite funny. So these ones 260, these one 235, but looks like it's just facing the other direction. Maybe yes, maybe no. Let's try what happens if we click on flip. Yeah, okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, it looks like when we flip it just, now it's correct. So yeah, and then again, so we can just go to the top view. So we can just use which one is this one? Is this one? Oh, why is it in the angle? Yeah, I don't know why. It looks like it's off a little bit again. So you can see it's just go to the edge. Maybe I'll just Control Z instead. So maybe I'll just rotate instead of try to flip it. So it looks like Revit doesn't like it. So 150 maybe. We'll try. Probably not. 50. No. 280. Okay, that's it. So now go to top view. Yeah, I don't know why. It looks like that's fine. I have an idea again. So we can just go there. So maybe just make it is very small. Change this one to 1. Finish. Edit. Because yeah. So I think this should fix it. Yeah. Not too bad. Okay, so and then we can just go to the top and use array again. So maybe from here to here, topping 10 for the array, and then we can have another 10 of this thing up there, right? So as a ungroup, and then we can adjust some of the the angles again. So like 290, it will rotate a little bit, I believe. Yeah. So. Okay, so let's match some, and this is it. So I think yeah, I'll probably upload this one so you can have a play. And if you need to change the size, so we have the parameter for the width, but if you need to change the size, like an overall length, we didn't create a parameter for this, but you can quite easily. So to just move, see this point, move in this direction, so to adjust the length. So I don't think it's worth. Yeah, of course you can make it for parametric, but I think yeah, it's easy enough to adjust manually, right? So okay, so this is it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.